Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Wheeler and today I'm going to talk about magic items and specifically custom magic items because I do a lot of custom magic items and I'm going to explain to you what I've been doing with magic items. I sort of talked briefly about it in one of the videos. I don't know if I've put it up yet or whether I've put it in one of my previous videos, but I thought I would discuss it now. So what do I do with magic items? Well, often if I run a pre-made adventure, it has magic items in it, and I will just generally leave them there. I don't usually take stuff out, but I might add stuff in. When I'm running my own stuff, what do I do with magic items? I tend to prefer to have specialized magic items for characters so that, one, we don't run into the, let's drop this magic item and bring in a new magic item. I don't want to get into the video game sort of mentality where as you level up you have to ditch the old magic item and get a new improved magic item. It just seems ridiculous. So instead what I do is I have my magic items increase in power and change dependent on the character's actions and what they're doing throughout the game. Which means when they pick up a magic item, that might very well be the only magic item they find. And it will probably be a weapon if they are a melee or a combat, close combat, archer or a close combat fighter of some kind where they don't have spells available to actually get through damage immunities and damage resistances. And you can make your magic items very, very low in power. You don't even have to give them a plus, their weapons. They could just be magic, which means that, one, they get through damage resistance. That's the first sort of step. You can give them pluses later or other abilities so they do more damage or have different effects. And sometimes giving them quirks and other attributes makes them more interesting to a player. I often ask my players to name their magic item. Rather than me selecting a name for the magic item, I get them to do that. It adds a bit more to it. They select names they like. I did actually start naming them myself initially, and then after a time sort of passed, I got them to sort of select the name for the magic item. I usually make my magic items attunable, so they have to be attuned. I often include security features. I will often include quirks and drawbacks to my magic items. They're not usually cursed if it's a very specific custom-built magic item, and they do level up. I don't usually give out magic items until about level 5 or 6, and if you were to do an increased sort of level, I wouldn't do it every single level. You could if you wanted, add something every single level that the character levels up. But if you're going from level 5, 6, they get the magic item, and you're going all the way to 20, that's a lot of different attributes to track for a player. They're going to need their own character sheet for their magic item. So I would sort of spread it out as best you can over maybe every few levels, or just have it at a certain sort of tiers of play. Maybe level 5 they get it, and then there's another adjustment at 10, and then maybe another adjustment at 15, and then level 20 there's another adjustment, add something else to that magic item. I find this really works well, and I noticed that my players don't want to really get rid of those magic items. They don't want to sell them. When they pick something else up, they never get rid of it because it's tied into their character. It's now a part of them. It's more important than anything else, and that's how I really want my game to play for Dungeons and Dragons. And since Dungeons and Dragons 5e really doesn't need an awful lot of magic items in it for it to be effective and for players to sort of get through their campaigns, they've got so many things available to them, they don't really need that sort of stuff at all. This works well for me. Maybe it'll work well for you too. If you found this video helpful or informative, please share, like and subscribe if you haven't done already. Make a comment below if you have any questions about custom magic items and how I approach them. Maybe you have some things to add in the comments that I haven't tried, or other people haven't tried and need to hear about. I would be interested to hear from you about that sort of thing. And till next time, keep rolling those 20s.